Hi, Gino. Good evening.
Sorry. Good
Nakamute ka
evening.
ba?
Nakamute ako kanina.
Early. Okay.
Oh,
There you go.
I think we're live.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let me do this. Okay. Yan. Diba? Gino, kumusta na?
Okay lang. Hey Ryan. Aga ni Ryan, no? Kamusta June? This is our
Oh,
last, not the least, our final episode for this year. Thank you guys for joining us.
yes.
While we're waiting
Diba?
for this is our seventh
It's
episode.
been our like yeah. This is our third month. I think it's coming to fourth month actually. Because so we started September. Yep. So, yeah, 'di ba? Ang bilis ha, naka-pitong brewers na tayo.
Dapat pala weekly. Kaya mo yun, June.
Well, sana, 'di ba? Like pero ang hirap din pala ha. It's not easy ha. Even to find somebody who will try our beer ng mga guest brewer
Yun eh.
natin. Ang hirap din mamili ha. Lalo na kung hahanapin ng mga chicks talaga.
Ikaw lang. Hindi kasi sa timing sa mga viewers na who want to,
yeah.
of course, we want to have, not all of these brewers are ready kasi with their beers, no? Yung iba sold out palagi, yung iba seasonal, and then yung iba naman talaga. Well, it's also,
Yeah.
getting a guest is hard. Buti, di pa kami sinisingil na talent fee ng iba. Ano, June?
Anyway, so no, tonight kasi we're actually supposed to start at 7 p.m. but we actually tried to make it earlier kasi uh, we want to talk more muna, 'di ba? Before our guest para mag-join later on kasi para 'di ba we can really talk to our viewers kung anything na pwede nilang
Yeah,
like
they
comment
have
or suggest
a
for next
session.
year's activity.
Yeah, that's right. We would like to hear from you guys. We want to keep it as casual as possible, but syempre we need, if you have any recommendations or suggestions, how to improve and who you want to be here, who you want us to feature. Uh, Siguro we'll also
Yeah,
do importers next time, not just local brewers. So, yeah, one of the things we are looking at.
I think I think like for before, but this is intention for local brewers, but I think
The
soon
local
it's really the whole industry of craft beer,
brewery
diba?
here in the
So
Philippines.
yeah, we'll be
So, who
more
a
we'll
part
be
of
more
it?
flexible in the future, diba?
Whoever's a part of the scene, and it's whatever is available here in Manila. Regularly available, of course. We'll have si ano, I actually wanna put in the show si beer lover in Manila, si Drink It Now pare, 'di ba? Sa pagbubukas niya ng bago niyang
Yeah.
store, we can have that. He sent me a video, nag-ANC pala siya. He sent me a video, he was guest in
Talaga?
ANCs. Oh, yeah. Kanina. So, mamaya share ko yung
Oh,
video.
sandali, eto. I-congrats natin si
Ay,
Ryan, 'di ba? Ha?
sana naman umabot dito yung beer mo, Ryan.
Oo nga, 'di ba?
What can you say?
He
Congratulations.
did yeah,
First
he did
ever,
a
no?
collaboration with yep,
Correct.
with
First ever
Australian
collaboration
brewers.
with
Australian
Australia,
brewery,
which is Little
'di ba?
Creatures.
Like congrats
Little
ha.
Creatures X
Yes.
Kalasag. Thank you. Kalasag means Shield, I think. Sabi sa akin ni Tats. Tama ba, Ryan?
That's right.
Ayan. Putin mo dito. Yeah. Baka may uuwi kang kamag-anak.
Well, actually,
Or,
sinabihan ko na yung asawa ko.
oh, yeah, that's right.
Kasi, di ba, like, yeah, my wife and my daughter are in Singapore now. So I told her to go there, but I think she was busy. So, but sinabihan ko na si Ryan, i-reserve tayo ng few bottles.
Yeah. 3 lang? 3 cases?
Diba?
3 cases. Ryan, daming gustong tumikim dito niyan.
Yeah.
Ayan.
Diba? Tapos ang pangalan ng yung beer niya, it's a collaboration between Little Creatures, which is based in Australia, na merong branch sa Singapore, collaborate with Ryan, who owns Kalasag Brewery. And soon, this Kalasag Brewery will be available here in Manila also. Diba? Soon, very soon ata. Diba?
That honor is really, you make us proud, Ryan. Thank you. So, keep it up, buddy. Last Christmas, nandito siya eh.
I think,
yung Elias, nandito siya.
I think ang alam ko na parang first international collaboration, I think I'm not sure if it's last year or this year then. Si Pedro naman with Red Dot.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
From Singapore also. They correct. Did a collaboration, diba? Ano na tayo? We're crossing, diba?
We'll get
Hindi
there.
lang to within the Philippines. Diba? We cross the sea to other country to collaborate with other breweries, diba? Kasi nakikita nila yung potential ng mga breweries sa Pilipinas. That's why they like to collaborate with us.
Diba? They also know that we know what we're doing, and of course we know may taste din tayo, kumbaga. So we cannot be denied our Sana next competition, for example, si James Mitchell from Mitchell's Backyard Brewery. He won the best out in Asia is actually a claim to fame. He can claim that for the competition at least.
Yeah, but that was this year. Last year, his beer is, I think yung pale ale niya won a gold award also. I think if I'm not wrong, it was a gold award in Vietnam or Thailand.
No, silver siya. I think he's second.
Diba?
Ayan. Actually, I think he won Beer of the Year as per the poll that Casabesa did online for Facebook. And, ayan, we have a question from Bonbon. There mo siya. There you go. Oops, sorry. There. Beer review din ng beer na hindi coming from the guest brewer. Siguro on the next episode. Kahit isa lang. Meron tayong one-off, kumbaga.
Oh, yeah. Beer review.
Isang isang one-off. Not
pwede.
I love you too. Ayan.
Or diba? We can invite si Robert, diba? Si Robert, like one time, we'll invite him and we'll bring like all the beers from the local brewery and let him try it, diba? Robert, okay ba yun?
Live review. Okay daw, oo daw.
Yeah.
Oo daw. Ay, sorry. Yan.
Oh.
I'm witchy, so don't say anything about me. Nanonood daw si Tony. Oh, Tony, congratulations, Tony. Brewery of the Year.
Oh, yes. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Ba't di ka mag-open ng phone mo para dumami viewers? We only have 12.
I think last session natin ata yun yung pinakamarami nating viewers.
Oo nga eh. Hindi kasi feed mo dun sa kapande. Lagay mo ulit dun. I-post mo nito sa Hyunbin.
Oh, by the way, meron akong guest beer drinker for our next session, which is next year na. She's actually, I invited her. So, she's actually from Japan, coming back to Manila. So, I already told her that we'll invite her to try some of our local beers. But I think she's already a craft beer drinker, but she haven't tried any local beer here in Manila.
Bakit pag babaeng guest, ikaw
Hi,
naghahanap?
Tony. Ang bagal mo kasi. Alam mo yun? Ang bagal mo. Ang tagal mo. Yung, yung,
Ba-
yung pinag-invite mo sa akin, hindi nagre-reply eh.
Ay, pinapa-invite ni Mark. Next time daw.
Oo.
Hindi. Baka si Tony malakas doon. Kilala ni Tony.
Oo, alam ko, best friend ni Tito Tony yan eh. Diba?
Yeah. Pwede mo tanong, ayan, Tony.
Diba?
Ano ba?
So guys, kung meron kayong mga comment or anything na you want to suggest us to like for next year na pwede namin gawin or anything, just comment lang kayo para, diba? We'll take it up. Umiinom ka na?
After that, we have a Zoom party. No, I'm drinking water. Tubig.
Okay.
Gin. Ayan, may alcohol ako.
Tubig.
Alcohol. Mahaba pa yung gabi.
I know, diba?
Okay. I don't know if I should say about mamaya. Surprise na lang yun. Anyway, we're waiting for Marc. Marc is having some issues lang, but we'll find a way. And we have a guest also, who's our surprise guest. A new scene, a new face in the scene. So let's all welcome him later. Yeah. So
Yeah.
anything else? We have
Actually, yung guest na, yung
ayan, no?
Gino, go ahead. Nawala ka.
Yep, bro. Yeah, Robert, if you're listening, ayan. Pwede siya shotgun. Also, yeah, shotgun and chug. While doing TikTok. We'll have Robert do that. Ayan,
Pwede.
dumami na yung so, we're just wasting time here, guys. So, you guys wanna
So, ano lang kayo? Join lang kayo, di ba?
just watch. Wala pa si hindi pa nakalogin. Saan kaya natin na-link to si Robert ngayon para uminom? Robert, I'll send you a link. Can you wanna get in the show? Watchag natin siya. Nasa bahay lang yan. Ganda nga ng buhok, bagong gupit, oo. Ayan June for
Ayun.
you.
Si Polly.
Polly's here?
Bago ba? Yep.
Ayan.
Hi,
Polly's
Polly.
here. Hi,
Merry
Paul.
Christmas.
Pagutom yung posts mo? Pa-fan sign. Ayan si June. Ano ba? Inom na ako. Pwede na ba?
So,
Yung mga
wala pa eh. Diba? So, yung guest natin tonight, I saw like his mga post na parang, what was that? 2 months ago. So, parang na-curious talaga ako. So, sabi ko, I mean, 'di ba? Okay siya, okay siya. Like I like what he's doing, 'di ba? I like try to like, learn and like, 'di ba? Educating people, 'di ba?
Yeah,
So,
he's doing a show. He's doing his own kumbaga yung contribution niya for this series reviewing beers. Oh, si Banayad Craft Brew lang na oh.
oh,
Gusto nila maghayo. 4 of us here doing a bottle share. Send a photo.
mukhang
Send kayong photo. Ito si Paul, tanduay lang daw siya tonight. Ayan. Inom na, Paul. How is Banayad Craft Brew? Banayad Craft Brew says hello. You're our guest tonight, so join us soon.
don't worry.
Ayan, so 7 pa naman si Marc. So, ilan ba sila? Sa are we interviewing Marc lang? Wala sila. Yung ibang Banayad, wala.
I think so. I think Marc lang.
Marc lang.
Gusto ko malaman kung ano yung Banayad kasi before I think meron din another person who's using the same brand of Banayad, 'di ba? So I think later on we'll ask him anong 'di ba? I think yan yung mga problema even sa US 'di ba? Like yung brand itself, 'di ba? Kasi minsan nagagamit mo yung mga words na katulad 'di ba si alamat, 'di ba? Yung alamat, 'di ba? Ang dami niyang mga brands na ginagamit, 'di ba? Like Balang, Aswang, which is some of them are taken by naka-register na yan, 'di ba? IPO or ano. So I'm not sure kung
I think yung alamat
how
registered.
We handle that. But so far, okay. But so far naman, 'di ba? Wala pa naman talagang nagiging issue within our community na nagkaroon ng conflict between two breweries Na akin yan or brand ko yan, 'di ba?
Yeah, we're all we talk about it not on We don't air laundry in public. Ayan si Jean. Jean is always with us every week. I mean every time we do so. Thank you, Jean, for being with us again. Promise we'll answer your questions. Walang takeover ngayong gabi. And who else do we have? Hindi mo na tayo. Uhaw na ako.
Si Pierre.
Uy, punta kayo kay Pierre. Ang sarap ng pizza, ha?
Pierre's here?
Yeah, Pierre's with us. He was gracious enough to accommodate.
Which one? Dun sa...
sa cellar. He has food now, so it's pretty good. Lahat ng kinain namin. Yung 12-hour brisket niya, wow. Amazing. Lahat ng brewer na magiging sideline nila is...
Parang na-notice ko, ha? That's the thing I'm gonna say, di ba? Cooker.
Yeah. Ivan started it, I think, and then...
Like, ilan yung kakilala ko na brewer na they smoke?
Si Ivan, si Pierre, Actually, alam ko na una pala si Santiago. He was doing bacon tsaka di ba? Yung
Polly.
Last year
si Polly.
And Polly, of course, yeah. Now, si Tito Tony daw, yan ang bago niya, bagong obsession ni Tito Tony. And I think also, yeah, it was a chat takeover. Ayan. Sino pa ba? So we have everyone. Okay, from si James Santiago is that here. Yeah. Ayun, so ayun. If kasi kailangan ni ata ngayon June for
Si
your tap room, you have to serve food for you to be able to open. So you have to be serving food.
Okay, so kung bar ka lang, hindi ka po pwede.
Depende. Yeah. Kaya if you go to Pierre's now, he has a sign there. It says you have to order food also with your drinks. May pulis sa labas in case ayaw niyong gawin yun.
Okay.
Barkada ni Pierre. Ayan. We have smokers here, Gene. There's a manufacturer of barrels that they smoke everything. Yes, this is the last one, Robert. Kaya guest ka na. Bigyan kita ng link. Gusto mo? Nasa beer share kasi sila ngayon, sila Robert. But they will join us later tonight. Hi,
Okay.
Roman. Yeah, si Roman is here. We're waiting for Marc.
Hire man. Yeah.
Baka mainip yung guest natin. I use cigars to smoke my meat. Be specific, Tony.
No.
Anong meat mo? Ayan. Ginugulo natin yung beer share nila.
So, Gino, anong
Yo.
plan mo this Christmas?
Well, my kids lang, dito lang. We're probably gonna be, I don't know yet. Baka out of town, we'll stay overnight somewhere. Ayan, may question sa'yo, Juno. Hi, Migs. DMD is watching. Ito pala, sorry. Ayan. Topic while waiting for Banayad. Ayan. Tama-tama, June. Dami ka na inom this year.
Okay, sige. Ask the Actually,
Once
hindi eh.
inom ka, di ba madami ka na? Palagi ka sa Elias eh.
Parang yeah, pero yung Elias lang yung naiinom ko dun eh. No, I actually like stopped for a while, diba? When the COVID starts, parang natakot akong uminom, natakot ako lumabas eh. Parang feeling ko I'll get it eh. So
I didn't drink also from the start of the quarantine. Nung ECQ, I wasn't drinking very much. So, but favorite local, daming lumabas niyan. My votes went dun sa ni Casabesa. So, most of my favorites are there also. Ikaw, June.
so far, ako, yung na-try ko,
Yeah.
like okay, because usually I yung preference ko kasi like usually very light like session IPA or pale ale or IPA. Like I like yung kay Elias na yung Hey Crush niya.
Hey Crush, meron siya yung golden ale niya. Ano bang pangalan? Golden ale. Yung ale. Yeah.
And then what's that? Then yung Hop Boy niya.
Hop Boy.
So those are the two that
Like West Coast.
Yeah.
IPAs.
Kasi yung for me yung iba kasi yes. Yung iba kasi it's too heavy for me yung ibang IPA sa akin. Like especially the AC ones. Yep.
Oh, okay.
And then, kay ano, I went out the other day. I was at Perfect Pint, 'di ba? I like their beers, ah. They're really good. They're
Saan
really
saan?
good. Yung yung pale ale working Perfect Pint.
Whose beer? Ah, Perfect Pint. Yeah. One of the places we need to visit more often.
Yeah.
Maybe next year we'll do that. I've never been there in such a long time. Yeah. So
Yeah.
time to drink their beers. Um, ayan.
I tried their Brute IPA,
Brute
and
IPA.
then yung kanilang pale ale, yung
Oh yeah, I forgot
yep.
yung si ano.
Tsaka yung working man ba yan? Working man.
Yeah, yeah. One of the IPAs I had a lot was also yung ano, Brute IPA na smash ni Pedro. Medyo mabilis maubos.
Yeah.
Pedro's Brute Smash. Yeah. I'm sure Migs will agree. And Robert. Yes. And ano pa? Siyempre mga beer ni Tony. Yung Pilsner ni Hideout was one of the best this year. Sobrang light. It was very, very crushable. Um, what else? Half baked beers, of course. I think this year, ang daming masarap na stouts locally. It was a good year for stouts. Whoever has more of those, I think si Half Baked, si Tony, si Tat, si Amigos, they all released pretty good stouts. Of course, Banayad also. Yun yung mga natikman ko. June, by the way, daming bagong brewers, ah.
Ako, ang gusto, yeah. Ako gusto ko na matry yung mga nasa yung mga taga Dumaguete, 'di ba? Sila Las Islas, Negense, 'di ba? Yung mga yun. Ang dami nila. Like
I hope someone can
I
carry them
think
here.
there are like 4 breweries in that area.
Dumaguete.
Yeah.
Si Birdie Nom Nom
Actually,
yung alam.
yep. Dumaguete.
Can they ano?
Yeah, that's one of them, 'di ba? Si
Beer available here. Umaabot ba sa atin?
Hindi eh. Wala, I think hanggang area nila. So I mean, I actually sent an email or a message George of Las Islas. So hopefully that we can send some beers over here. Hopefully.
Erica is.
Oh, nasa na. Hi, Erica.
We're waiting. So,
Oo nga.
inom na tayo. We have I hope it continues. Ang dami natin breakout brewers this year. We have I'd like to mention si Palm Tree Abbey. They decided to release beers again. Of course, there's Three Line Ales is also in the mix. Sino pa ba? Wala akong maalala. Paco Brewery. 306 was
Baco.
actually
Diba? Tapos there's from Baguio.
Yeah, we have lang yung
There's one from Baguio, diba si local,
yeah. Although I haven't tried any local beers yet, any of their beers. Maybe we can have them send in. Sana sila magka-guest tayo yung sa Mindanao ulit or get sila birdie nam bago nila. Uy, problema lang yung beer nila, no?
Actually, I try. Yeah. So hopefully by next year, di ba? Medyo maluwag na, so we can actually ask them to send some beers over here para we can invite them to be our guest, ba? Hey, I think si Marc ready na. May ilaw na ata sa kanila.
Ayan, I can see him.
So, di ba? Start tayo? Zino?
Yeah. Can you bring him in? Yeah. Makita.
Game na, game. So, invite him. All right. Dali. Yes. Dali.
Hey, Mr. Banayad.
Hey, what's up?
Kamusta, boss?
Hear me?
Yeah. Nakila-tune ka ba? Pareho kayong background eh.
Wala
Yes.
Pareho kami eh.
Pareho yung background. Magkasama ba kayo?
Ito actually sa tabi.
Oo. Pareho kami.
Oh my God. Mark, tagal mo. Gusto ko lang minum.
Nako, I don't know, yung beers ko, baka medyo maligamgam pa.
Wait, I thought you were gonna include others, Banayad crew. Ikaw lang?
Nahiya eh. My other half is right there outside kasi toddler duties.
Nga pala. Kamusta? Before we start, Mark,
Yep.
tell us about you I forgot to send you yung but you can tell us how you guys started, ilan kayo sa crew, and Mark kasi actually I've known this guy since I think 2010, no, Mark?
No, I think
Kailan?
okay.
Earlier pa.
To get things started, my first craft beer, I think tama doon sa agenda nung in-email sa amin ni Boss June.
Yeah.
I started, to be honest, first started as a drinking craft beer. My first craft beer was with Beer's Paradise pa. Let's say bland pa yun. Out of curiosity lang yun nung pumunta kami ng mga kasama namin sa office. So, I've been working as an IT professional by day till now. And that was my first craft beer experience, but it's not that, triggering for me. And the first, we could say, real craft beer that triggers me to get hooked up in the craft beer world was, tama ka, Gino. It's way back in 2010. I think it's December din eh. I got invited in parang saling pusa sa isang community ng mga IT professionals. They are drinking there at Chelsea Serendra. And my I could say mentor in craft beer, who is now in the US, residing na in the US, told me that, hey Mark, I had a good beer here at Chelsea Serendra. Markang demonyo eh. Ano kaya ito? Masarap yata ito. Meron pa. So, ako naman, pumunta kagad ako doon, nakipagmingle din. In a way, kilala ko rin naman yung mga mga taga Microsoft pala sila. Microsoft people. Then, And then I saw the beer. I ordered the beer. Sabi ko, I don't forget the price. And the first craft beer was Oak Arrogant Bastard. It was carried by Global Beer Exchange, and that moment I got hooked na, wow, kaiba to mas
So that's your
malasa,
first
malty,
arrogant bastard.
everything. Yeah,
And sa'yo,
the Oak Arrogant Bastard by
oh,
Stone.
arrogant bastard.
Then I started there. We researched me and my friend researched that, and we found out that Global Beer Exchange carries it. We researched kung saan pa na distribute, but unfortunately, I think wala pa talagang formal tasting corner or tasting room back then.
Yeah,
Eh.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Wala
was
pa yung
2010.
bar. Kumbaga.
Wala pa talaga. Then we opted to go to Chelsea muna, and and my other half, Isa, who is also part of Banayad,
Yeah.
I
I
introduced her to that.
Yeah.
So back then, masarap pala mag-beer, masarap pala mag-craft. At tawag pa nga namin nun, hindi nga craft imported beer pa.
Imported beer.
Sarap pa ng imported beer, tsaka yung Arrogant Bastard. Pag iniinom mo sa glass, may mga buhay na buhay, mga ganon. It's alive, parang ganon. Tapos, so, that's the point where I started researching about craft beers, especially the Stone. And Isa that introduced me also to some shows in TV shows, which is one of the basis of inspiration of Banayad is Dogfish Head. If you know Dogfish Head, Brewmasters.
That's right.
So I watched that before, but to be honest, we are not yet going to brew back then. It's not. We're just happy going drinking sessions, and lumitaw si Battle Shop it's not Battle Shop, Global Beer Exchange Tasting Corner pa sa Greenbelt.
Si Greenbelt, yeah.
The Greystone, where I met, I didn't met pa, but I met the older guys there. Si Alan. I think, Gino, baka nakita rin tayo dun. We don't know each other pa Then,
you mentioned Stone Arrogant Oak Bastard yung first mo.
yes.
When did you guys decide that you wanted to become brewers also?
Okay.
Or you transition you to appreciation lang and to wanting to make your own. That's a bit di ba? When did you come to the realization that this is a calling for you?
Calling for me. Fast forward tayo in 2016. So from 2010, drinker hanggang 2016. Then it's one time there at Battle Shop Magallanes. We've been friends na with Mari Cuervo of Rose. And I think I've been, that moment na nandoon is Agony of Alamat. Nandoon din siya. And then there's another guy, I think, manager or high-ranking sa SNR. We're just drinking there Thursday, Stone. Then Mari started talking about premiumizing hard liquors, gin. I don't know kung nag-launch na yung Cross Craft Gin back then. I'm not sure. That was February of 2016, I think. Basta earlier 2016. Mm-hmm. Then he asked me, Mark, you've been drinking and I've been seeing you since time immemorial of Battle Shop. Why not you try brewing? Then Agony said, oh nga bro, why not you brew? Then, okay, nag-isip ako, sige, fine, isip tayo. Then, pagdating ko sa bahay, I also talked to Isa na, Mari asking us why not we brew. Nasagot naman din ni Isa, nga, ba't hindi pa tayo nag-brew? Then yun na, parang, bakit nga ba hindi? So, I've been doing research, everything from YouTube and everything. And also, I think I started looking for brewing classes din I think June I joined then in Capitolio, 2017 yata. Ayun nili yung nag-ano ron eh. Yung
Nag-ano si June na
nag-conduct ron.
sessions class.
Back
Brewing
then, yep, brewing class.
Workshop.
Remember that, June? With Lee Dow? You were...
Yep.
Marc pala joined you at the time.
May brewing
Yeah,
class si
yeah.
June, then and
Yes.
not that yep. And yep, that was the start. Then at first wala pa talaga kaming name for Banayad. Then another guy, the guy that introduced me from craft beer, umuwi siya nung 2017.
Oh,
Then the usual, tasting ulit kami ng craft beer. Then para bang sabi ko, I'm starting to have trying to establish a brewery, startup brewery. So, ano kaya? Try mo pangalanan ng Banayad kasi idol natin si Dolphy eh, ganun.
yung doon kaya Banayad. June was curious.
Banayad.
Di ba, June, ano yung question mo kanina about Banayad? When they started kasi before Banayad really released beers, we had a beer na what called Banayad, di ba? By Edson.
By Edson, yeah.
Edison, yeah. Ayun, so... Ayun, anyway. Tapos...
Doon nagsimula yun. Then we gather our resources, and I got my brother-in-law on board, who is also our label designer, si Encarta. It's called Encarta. Encarta Shinimori in Instagram. We all started tagging him na. And
talaga?
Yeah, siya yung label designer namin. And then I got two of my good friends, drinking friends. We call it's Ace Feria.
Ace.
Ace, you know, Ace.
Si Ace,
Diyan lang yan. Diyan lang yan si Ace.
Kaya tayo yun sa Banayad Brew na Facebook.
Marc, so ilan kayo?
And may the fifth guy is Andre, also a good friend of mine.
Ilan kayo sa group nyo?
We're 5. We are 5 in Banayad. We have different roles. And mainly ako yung brewer, brewmaster. Basta kung ano man. More of for the recipes, everything. And iba-iba kong role din. Isa is also involved then for decisions. Yep, yes.
Yes, June.
Okay. So sino yung nag-brew sa inyo talaga? Like who's the one who designed the recipe? Like, 'di ba syempre lima kayo. Sino yun? Like ano ba yung mga
Sorry.
I designed the recipe most of the time. I also consult them because they've also been drinkers for the longest time, especially si Aisa, because two tongues are better than one. Ika nga, diba? So I'm biased to IPA kasi.
Hindi ka papatulugin tabi mo kung hindi mo siya pinaano.
Ano na, Gio?
Sa labas kanya patulugin.
Hindi naman siguro.
Ayan, so from there, your first release was this year, di ba? I believe.
And then Marc.
Yep.
Yes, June, go ahead.
Yes,
Marc, na-notice ko, di ba? Like yung mga beers mo, di ba? Usually most of them are in style, di ba? Like yung mga yung binubrew mo, like parang very specialty na mga beer, di ba? Like the one that we have. So, meron ka ba reason na bakit ganun yung brewing style mo na I think I brew like parang out of style or special style, di ba? Meron ka ba reason behind it?
Yep. That's a good question kasi as you will notice, yung the first release that we had was the Spice Stout, and then we rebranded it yung that we will be having it later yung Medianoche. So medyo
Oh,
yun na,
yun ba yun, yung spiced out?
yep, that's that's the one. So parang tama yung observation ni Boss Jun na medyo out of style or medyo kakaiba. The reasoning behind that is because we as Banayad, we are trying to uh, get people, common people or masa or the one that could uh, wants to explore more about the flavors in craft beer. So kasi in before kami before we as a drinker then we're not that really satisfied to just a common IPA, but we appreciate it of course naman. So parang we are always constantly finding new flavors
Yeah.
and
I mean,
new things to deal with. So
Kasi,
we are also
ano
implementing that.
yung baga.
Ano Gino?
What I'm saying is the reason why you're
well,
putting out
diba,
other
hindi
styles,
naman, like, okay,
you're mixing
like,
it, di ba? Mix and match.
Kasi nakita rin namin very dynamic
yep.
ngayon,
I mean,
naging very
an
dynamic
additional
ang market.
information, di ba? Hindi naman porque out of style, di ba? Yung
Hello?
June, what was that?
What was that?
Sige, Mark, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
Medyo
yung sabi mo,
nagkakata
June,
ako.
since porket hindi naman siya out of style, na-cut off ka.
No, okay.
Cut off.
Yung okay, 'di ba kasi when Mark mentioned na out of style, ibig sabihin hindi yun negative in a way, in our industry, 'di ba? Meaning may mga beers na halimbawa sinasabi na IPA dapat merong certain color, certain flavors, aroma, okay? Yung sinasabi niyang out of style is wala doon, 'di ba? These are the brew really want extra flavors, 'di ba? Na kung ano yung makita nila, oy, try natin 'yan. Sila yung I mean, at the end of the day, these are the brewers that I appreciate, 'di ba? Na sila yung magaling mag-venture na sige, let's try other like, spices or anything na maisip nila, ito yung ginagawa nila. So, pag sinabing out of style is negative, kasi isipin ng iba, 'di ba? Out of style, baka pangit siya, 'di ba? It's not, 'di ba? Just for your information, na viewers who really try and explore different flavors from like fruits or anything basically.
Yeah. That's correct. Well said, Boss Jun. That's also one of our goals then, hopefully, na pag after all this COVID situation, then we could offer more to the Filipino public na for them to explore beers and to taste more beers and more flavors, and also for the international community then to appreciate how the Filipinos are doing craft beers in our own style.
Yes.
So, that's one of our we can call it mission vision.
Yung flavors na ina-add natin usually, like our local brewers, is what's available to us and what's Filipino in nature, diba? So that's,
I also believe din kasi na we Filipinos are really good in crafting different flavors from suman, bibingka, even cocktails. We are also winning din in international competitions in mixology, I think. So why not we bring it into crafting world-class craft beers din, diba? So,
world class ba, premium na?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Ayun. So, well, Thank you for that, Mark.
Mark,
For
so kailan actually
ano.
Yes.
naging available sa market?
Yeah, when was your
Ah.
first? Yeah, when was your first release, and what was it?
The first release that we had was through the help of you. I think you're you, Gino. You also helped that.
Yeah.
That was March 1 of 2019 in the Battle Shop.
Yes.
Through the help also of Global Beer Exchange.
Yeah.
So we're all initiated there. So
That's where we met.
yeah, we met,
Maybe
and also our group
earlier.
also been there. And the first release was a stout, Banayad Spice Stout.
Yeah.
We named it like that. And now, ngayon we really released it again this
For the
December.
December. Oh.
Yeah. If if people have seen uh, yung Medianoche Spice Stout, that was the original name to be. Kasi
Okay.
weird naman kung maglalabas tayo ng Medianoche ng Marso, di ba? So, Spice Stout na lang muna namin.
Yeah,
Medyo
actually,
Marso.
I'm excited to try that. I haven't. I've heard a lot of things about
Mark.
the Medyo.
May nag-comment. Oh, may nag-comment.
Yeah. Yeah, we're working on that.
So, okay, regarding your production, how big is your production now, 'di ba? How big is your production? Gaano?
Yeah.
The production that we had for now is half a barrel, around 60 liters pa lang as of the moment. We're planning to expand talaga this year, but we all know what happened, kaya everything almost got scrapped out. So
Okay.
we're rebooting the strategy again next year. Hopefully it will come to fruition, armed with the market observation that we had. So yun. So more production, yes, definitely. We will try to solve that.
Very good. Ang dami kasi sold out palagi daw eh.
Oo nga
We have another question here. This is actually a basic question.
Okay.
You're asking, yeah, maybe this one we can answer later sa open forum. But shout out to you now. Ayan. Any tips on how to start, Mark?
Okay. So basically how we are brewing beers, it's parang in a way nagluluto ka rin, and para bang aantayin mo siya. Pag nagluluto, okay, there are malts that you will mix and match. Iba-ibang klase sila eh. May pale, may roasted, may caramelly, whatever. Paghahaluin mo siya, ibababad mo siya sa mainit na tubig, hindi kumukulo, mainit na tubig on a certain temperature para makuha nila yung sugar. I'll be talking quite technical na, pero I'll try to deliver it in a layman's term. After ma-extract yung sugar, pakukulaan siya syempre kasi para malinis. Then doon idadagdag yung mga specialty hops. Yung hops is yung nagpapabitter sa beer mo. Lalagay ko siya on a certain point in time. And may tamang configuration din yan para ka nagluluto ng onion soup din dyan. Na
certain temperature din,
may certain recipe din siya eh. Parang nag-mix, parang nagluluto talaga. Kapag nilagay mo ng una, yun yung mas may flavor. Then, papunta hanggang sa bago mo patayin yung apoy, yun yung papuntang aroma na siya. So, then palalamigin mo siya, ilalagay mo yung yeast. Pag malamig, as in malamig na 20 degrees or parang sinlamig ng gabi sa Tagaytay. Yun ang fermentation temperature normally. And then, pag nilalagay mo siya for almost 2 weeks, then pwede mo na siya mainom. So, medyo mahaba siya, medyo meticuloso siya, medyo may pagka-scientific, but it could be full of at home.
Yeah.
So,
Lester, if you're still listening, please join our Facebook group. There's several you can join. Philippine Mashers. You can all your questions will be answered there, and you'll be given directions and a lot of friendly home brewers and brewers out there.
yep.
It's gonna be fun. Please do that. And June, anything to add?
Yep.
May tanong ka ba kay Mark? Sana
So,
niya?
Mark,
Brewing question.
yeah. So, ano
Yeah.
yung, di ba? Like, I know that, yes. So, alam ko na you still work, di ba? Right? Like, meron kang day job
Yep.
or
I
full-time
still work
ka as for this Banayad?
I still have a day job pa rin. I still kept my day job as an IT professional. And I also use the day job para to explore and have some little capital din sa brewery. And also, thankful din ako dun sa day job ko because I've been sent also to abroad with that, especially to Denmark. I had a good time in having craft beers then.
Pag birthday mo, nasa Denmark na eh.
Last year yun. Yeah, yun, pinadala ako nung company namin noon. Shout out to NNIT. Sila nagpadala sa atin.
And thank you, Lester. Yeah, we
Mm.
do that. June, alam mo ba yung guest natin?
So,
Is, this
Yes.
guy started also this year. Nung una ko siya nakita, he was planning to do video logs on Instagram.
yes.
I think this is how he got our attention. So introduce him para naman for everyone watching. And so also, guys, we're all on Instagram or Facebook. Please feel free to follow us and follow everyone here, even our guests. So you'll be updated with the local craft beer scene. So ayan. June, are we going to introduce
Yeah.
si Mr.
So, talking about, no, wait. Talking about our guest, di ba? Like me, di ba? Uy, meron akong nakitang beer blogger sa Instagram. I'm not a Instagram person. I'm more on the Facebook. So, actually, and then I think after like a month, then nakita ko siya na, uy, available na siya sa Facebook. So, I really appreciate what he's doing. Really, di ba? Effort kung effort yung ginagawa niya, di ba? Like, really appreciate what he's doing. Really helping the community, like, try to educate people about craft beer, di ba? So, I think, really appreciate what he's doing. So, nung nakita ko siya, sabi ko, uy, i-message ko nga to. I'll just send a quick message and really appreciate him and maybe try to invite him in our session. So, so that's why he's here. So, that, Mark, ano ba yung una nating beer na iinumin? Or ano yung mga beer na iinumin natin tonight? Na ipapatay natin dito sa... kailangan, kasi you have to be, alam mo yung bagong natin. Medyo hindi, yung guest natin ngayon, tonight, hindi new to, may knowledge about what is local craft beer scene, di ba? So, tell us, ano yung iinumin natin tonight?
The first one that we recommend to drink is yung Hermano IPA. That was the second brew that we had. We released it also in Bottle Shop. Hermano IPA is you can say it as a regular IPA, not the West Coast style. Kung narinig nyo kanina that I mentioned about brewing onion soup, doon namin siya kinuha. yung method of hopping diyan. Continue para bang tinutun namin siyang hinahap para makuha namin yung gusto naming flavor. So that was our Hermano IPA, and we call it Hermano because siya yung older brother siya yung magiging older brother ng mga succeeding IPAs namin.
Oh,
Kaya Hermano is older brother in Spanish. Well,
okay.
Sandali, Mark.
Yep.
Sige, mamaya mo na explain. Sige na, ipasok na natin
Sige,
para
sige.
at least kasesyon na natin siya.
Oh,
Okay.
Let's
sige.
test it.
Ito na siya. Hold on.
Hi guys, good evening.
Hey,
There
Hey,
you go.
evening.
How's everybody?
Welcome.
Good.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Hi Sir Marc, pleased to meet you. Pleased to finally meet you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too,
Mark,
Charlie.
Charlie. Yeah.
So we're gonna drink. Let's start. Excited na ako.
Ayan. Charlie, saan yung mga beers mo? Nandiyan na.
I have here the Hermano. Kasi yung iba
Si
nasa ref.
Hermano ba
Charlie.
mauna? Holy
Yes,
shit.
yes.
Hermano.
Hermano. I got
Yun
Hermano right here.
mo yung siesta eh.
Yung iba nasa ref, kaya ko muna, pinapalamig ko pa eh.
Ayan, okay. So let's do Hermano. Mark, tell us about your beer.
Yep, wait. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I'll repeat ko na lang yung
Hindi. Mark,
Yep.
hold on. Let Daily Beer introduce himself muna, 'di ba? Like let
Yep,
him, 'di ba? Let him
yeah.
welcome natin sa in our community. Right?
You wanna say
Daily
good
Beer.
evening to everybody?
So, like
Hi,
introduce
yes,
yourself, 'di ba? Like paano ka nag-start into this?
Paano daw nag-start?
Okay, sorry, medyo naglalag siya eh. So,
Yeah.
anyways, honestly, I've been a beer drinker ever since na matagal na. I mean, ever since high school pa, di ba? We've been drinking talaga here, especially if you grew up syempre here in the Philippines, di ba? Beer is very accessible anywhere. But I got to appreciate craft beer sa totoo lang when the whole lockdown thing started. Yeah, because there's no beer available, di ba? I've tried craft beer before. I've tried it before, but syempre I didn't, really there wasn't really what you call this limited yung way to get them, di ba? So what's always available was commercial beer. So when the lockdown started, I had a neighbor here who supplies craft beer. So actually it wasn't, hindi pa siya local eh, yung mga imported pa. Yung mga Belgian beers, Belgian craft beers. Yun, and after so many brands na natry ko, nakita ko na yung mga local craft beers. Like itong Banayad. Yun. Then I just kept drinking. I just nahook na ba sa craft beer.
Yeah, that's good. One thing this lockdown did was introduce more people to
craft
home
beer.
delivery beers. Yeah, and most of these are craft beers. So yeah. So anyway, June, may follow-up question ka? Or should we head on to Hermano? June?
Inuman na.
Inuman na, yeah. Pop your...
Let's open it now.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, I haven't tried this yet. Tinatry ko from Marc. The siesta.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then Mark.
Hermano. The word itself, Hermano is yung the Spanish term for older brother. We all know that Philippines is been a Spanish colony, so why not highlight some history din in naming our beers? So, yep, Hermano is yung concept ng onion soup na we we hop it in a different uh, uh, manner para to get the flavor that we want. Uh, Sessionable, not the typical West Coast style IPA that utterly bitter that will punch you in the face of bitterness and everything. Sessionable
Balance lang,
and
balance.
balance lang and intended to be drink a few bottles in one sitting.
I think this is,
So
wag naman one sitting. One at a
Yung ano
time.
natin,
one night.
one
Sorry.
to two
I'm just
bottles a
kidding.
night pwede.
What Mark probably meant was this is something like you can drink all night in a beer bar or in a tap room.
Yep, with beer bar.
You have 4 or 5 of these, palit ka, palit cleanse, balikan mo. So
Saka
that's
maganda sa
actually a
craft
good,
beer.
that's an actual good approach to crushable and easy drinking styles. Uh,
Mm.
and I appreciate these styles so much kasi isang bagay na pareho kami June is we stick to one beer when we drink all night, di ba June? Kung ano yung nagustuhan natin, tama. Yeah.
Okay.
You just drink a lot of it and ayun, hanggang mag-out ka.
Well, usually, yeah, di ba?
I
Well,
got off the craft beers dahil sa di ba, one thing commercial beers don't have is yung this fruity aroma flavor, di ba?
Mm,
Kaya nakaka-hook
that's
siya.
right.
Like you can't go, mahirap na bumalik sa commercial beer once you try craft beer. Di ba?
Mm. Yep, agree with that. But even personally, I could still go back to commercial beers.
I mean, that's
Wala na
true, di
talaga.
ba? That's
Try the
true.
choice.
It's not because I'm
But if
telling
you have
this
the
because
choice,
I'm
you
in,
pick craft, di ba?
di ba? I'm into, di ba?
Yes.
Naglalag. Hello.
Ako like hindi nasabi because I'm into craft beer. Craft beer, it's really hard to go back drink your regular beer. Like kasi that's so much flavors or so much things that the craft beer offers as a beer drinker. Diba? Hindi lang like hindi ka
To
lang
you,
iinom just to the flavor.
Yeah, yun ang yun ang that's the difference between craft beer sa commercial beer before, like you just drink to consume a lot to get drunk.
Mhm.
Alam mo yun, pag sa craft beer, parang this is like liquid food, kumbaga, no? You really
yeah,
taste it, you know,
Yep.
parang sa
Yeah.
cake.
taste it. You don't really chug it.
Yeah, you
Uh,
don't really chug it down
well,
unless
you,
you
you,
go,
you can. No one's stopping you from doing that, but
Mm.
it's really something for appreciation.
it's an
And in
appreciation
fact,
process.
I read somewhere before na you cannot smoke cigars with beers. Cigars and craft beer, ang sarap eh.
Yep.
Si Sir
One
Tony,
cigar.
si Sir Tony lang paglalaban yun, di ba?
Mm.
Yun. So June, are you, what are your thoughts on the Hermano? Kumusta? Kasi Charlie has
So
mentioned,
how wait,
Yes.
see Charlie. So what do you get?
Again, sorry.
Tell us something about the beer that
This
kung
one,
ano
it's a
yung
what do
Hermano.
you like about
ano mo, 'di ba? Because that's what you're doing, 'di ba? So tell
Yeah.
us kung ano yung nakukuha mo, how kasi at the end of the day, what we're doing here is to educate people, 'di ba? Like
Yeah.
really
Well,
just like what you're doing sa
um,
mo, 'di ba? Really educating people about the beer that you're drinking, 'di ba? So
yeah.
like just
converting?
pretend that
Mhm.
We ask them to.
you're, 'di ba? So tell us kung ano yung nakukuha mo.
Okay. Well, with everybody, it's siyempre iba-iba tayo. We have a different tawag mo dito, feeling. Parang I may like,
Sensory and taste
yeah,
perception. Yeah.
yeah, I may like this kind of beer. Yeah, you guys might try another one. Alam mo 'yun. So iba-iba
That's
yung
right.
ano natin, yung perception natin sa beer.
That's
So
right.
this itong Hermano, ano siya, malakas yung fruit aroma niya. Sa flavor is mataas yung bitterness to. Ano bang bitterness ito?
60.
60. Okay.
Tama ba? 60? Dali lang.
Sorry. I yawned.
That's
Okay.
more on
I don't mean I'm sleepy. I'm just
more on the
sarap ng beer.
fruity aroma. Sa taste, sa flavor, not much of the flavor. Bitter siya. It's yun nga, bitter siya. It's more on the bitterness side.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I believe your other beer, ano din siya, mataas din ang fruity flavor niya. And bitterness is na tulo. Ako, I like medyo in the middle. May fruity flavor din ang bitterness, yung sakto lang. Parang yung balance yung bitterness and flavor.
Yep, tama. Correct.
So, how about you guys? Ganun din ba yung sa inyo or you taste some may ano bang review niyo for this one?
For me, it's very sessionable na yun. Kasi medyo, with regards to bitterness, medyo mataas na yung tolerance ko eh. And
Okay.
the more bitter it is, the more I enjoy it. No? That's actually my preference na. It's something that it just happened, diba? As you go along tasting, your preference changes, and there's a direction that your palate goes to. So it either you can't say that you can say it's always improving. That's for sure, no. So taste being subjective, iba-iba talaga ang the way we take it, the way we appreciate it, and the way we cannot be we cannot be preaching this na, oy, magugustuhan mo to or gusto mo dapat to.
Let them try.
Diba? Walang mali, walang tama. There's no right or wrong answer. Preference is very personal, no? So for me, like this one, sabi ni Marc kanina, if the goal is for you to drink it all night, I'll drink this all night. Parang gano'n.
Mhm. Thank you.
Yeah. Ikaw, June, what do you think? Ubus na yung sa akin.
Kasi it's very hard to say that, uy, masarap tong, di ba? Mahirap sabihin kasi na, uy, masarap tong beer na to eh. That's to other people, but not good for me. Di ba? Like I preferred like not so bitter beers, di ba? Not so like session. I can drink that all night, di ba?
Yeah, you cannot.
So, like if people view beer, di ba? I think you just go in yung tones na kung ano yung nakukuha mo dun sa beer na to. Like it's really hard na, oh, eto masarap to, di ba? It's parang mali, di ba? Parang for me, it's you tell what you get out of the beer, di ba? The flavor, the aroma, like bitterness, the texture, the mouthfeel. Those then you translate it to your viewer, di ba? Parang they will understand. Kasi it's so hard for yung beer masarap, di ba? Parang it's kasi it could be good for me but not good for other people, di ba? So that's ayun lang, like, di ba?
One more thing pala. There was time na
ubos na ba? What's next?
Wait, si Charlie may share.
Sorry.
What's that? Go ahead.
Yeah, there was a time na puro iniinom ko puro yung mga IPAs or mga fruity beers. And then when I tried
fruity IPAs,
yeah. When I tried the stouts, parang yung pinagsawaan ko for the meantime yung mga mga IPAs. So puro I had a sort of interest naman sa puro stouts naman. Diba yung roasted, naman, iba naman pang the fruits, yung naman, chocolate naman, mga caramel. More in the roasted kind.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, our next beer should be something of Marc, share something about Siesta. It's an IPA. Charlie mentioned when he started puro fruity IPAs. This one is a spiced IPA. No, sorry.
Siesta?
Not spiced pala.
No.
Sorry. Siesta is a mocha IPA.
Yep, mocha.
whenever I see mocha, I actually may ano ako sa mocha eh. Kasi parang bitin na kape, bitin na chocolate.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's what it is eh. It's a combination of both. So what made you decide on this recipe for siesta?
Okay. Uh, During the concept of siesta was conceived during this lockdown. Then we've managed to release na back then yung Manila Vanilla Stout. And we observed then sa market that there are a lot of IPAs. Nagiging IPA country ang Manila, ang Philippines, because
Like
our good friends, Marc and Tony, yep, and Mad Bull, Hideout, Stats, yan, has been releasing very good IPAs eh. So,
si Happy. What do you
parang
think of Happy?
Update 10, yep, has been releasing our good friends uh, from the US na nandito ngayon. So, they've been releasing really good IPA. So, parang, how could we match up if we are planning to release an IPA? So I remember our days in Battle Shop again, that we had a very unique IPA. It's called Stone Mocha IPA. So,
Mm.
yep, if you could remember that, Gino,
Yeah.
that was stopped in BGC lang eh, in Battle Shop BGC.
Yeah, that's right.
So parang, why not we try to attempt that. So para bang, the first iteration, medyo hindi ako naging satisfied doon. Even our good friends in the community have tried that. Medyo, may mga kulang-kulang pa.
There wasn't a lot of it. It was just
The first release.
yeah.
The first release.
So
But,
was that your inspiration for your
yep, that was the institution. And medyo mahirap lang din kasi hindi naman, parang how could we really benchmark it? By memory lang eh. By memory na mga nakatikim lang eh. Which is, ang nakikita ko lang na nakatikim back then is ikaw, Gino, ako, si Aisa, and maybe si Ace. I don't know kung natikman niya. Parang hindi rin siya yun. And yun. Then we rebrew it again in time for the Christmas. Parang together with the Bisperas Peppermint Stout. I think our good friend Charlie, naka-order siya sa amin nun. And
I tried that one. No, okay
and
siya. Masarap.
then this siesta is for me, ito na yung parang local version na niya ng Stone Mocha IPA. So,
Okay.
that's the background. And why siesta?
Yeah, why siesta? There's a question actually kanina asking how you name your beers. I think it's yung kaninang wait.
Spanish lang. Puro Spanish name.
Yeah, right. Kuliglig, no?
Kuliglig. Okay. Even before. Kuliglig in particular. Okay, that's a good question. Kasi minsan we are brainstorming, our team, minsan nag-brainstorm kami. Pre-COVID, sa Battle Shop, we were just having quick meeting lang din, and drinking session, kamustahan.
Meeting ba yun? Ako, inuman lang yun.
Informal naman. We're always informal. We're being gentle to each other naman. So, the names, minsan mag-iisip kami during the conversation na lang, it will come up na, uy, magandang name yan Magandang beer. Like yung Kuliglig. Kuliglig is taken from, parang, you're relaxing sa bukid in the after mo magsaka. Then
the sound of kuliglig, you mean?
Kuliglig na mga gano'n, tapos umiinom ka, nire-relax ka.
Yun.
Then yung sa siesta naman, it came from from inspiration from the lockdowns na um, sa during my day job kasi siesta time is after lunch, di ba? And nakaugalian ko na rin kasi na magkaroon ng mag-coffee after lunch. So yung iba after breakfast. Ako,
Yung coffee mo, pag nalagyan mo whiskey, hindi.
ano nun?
Nalagyan mo whiskey.
Hindi pa kami na-tune in na office mate. Mahirap. Hindi nga. Kaliwa yun. Ano yun? Kasi that's the inspiration that I'm having coffee during siesta time. Then why not I infuse it in beer, the coffee that we are having. So that's it. So siesta mo IPA. You're having the best of both worlds, the beer and the coffee during siesta time.
And I think, 'di ba, ang maganda sa mga beers ng mga craft beer or like coming from a small breweries, may mga story yung bawat the story of the brewery, the story of the brewer, the story of each beer that they brew, 'di ba? May mga story yan, hindi lang yan ginawa something na para inumin, 'di ba? There's always a story behind it, 'di ba? Para 'di ba? Mas madali mo ma-explain sa consumer mo na inumin mo to kasi ito 'yon, 'di ba? Pinaghirapan namin 'yan, pinag-aralan namin 'yan na habang break namin at magpapahinga ako, yan yun, 'di ba? Diyan ko nakuha yung pangalan yan, 'di ba? So there's always a story behind it. Yeah. So Charlie, so ngayon, how many beers na yung na-try mo, 'di ba? Like, cause I know you started like quite parang bago ka pa lang, 'di ba? So like, marami ka na bang beer na na-try? Naka-mute. I think you're mute.
Hi, sorry guys.
No
Ang
problem.
dami nang na-try. It all started with the important ones.
We can't hear you.
Sorry.
No, okay na. Okay.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. It all started with the imported ones. Yung mga Belgian ales, alam mo yun?
Yep.
Yung mga medyo mahal pa nga yun mga yun, di ba?
Chimay.
Yeah, mga ganun. Mga Chimay. Yeah, then after I tried, dami kong na-try ng mga mga brands, di ba? Yung mga Bastos Beer Project, ganun. Then pagdating sa local craft beer naman, ang dami din, di ba? So I don't know how many local craft beers I've tried na, pero siguro around 10, I think. 10 brewers na or more, not sure.
Okay.
But, yeah, madami pang I haven't tried eh. I just ordered nga from Monkey Eagle Brewery.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So I plan to try lahat ng all the beers from all the brewers in the Philippines.
Okay. So dapat, di ba? I know you have a brand ng peanuts, di ba? I think that's the one that you're eating, right? Hindi mo kami pinadalan. Pinadalan mo kami ni Gino.
Black beer ko lang yun. It's the one, guys.
Wala tayo niyan.
Charlie. Not to brag, pero siya, it's not greasy, siya oily, so semi-healthy din siya,
So you sell that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right.
Hindi na siya ngayon sa may mga gas stations right now that it's on display.
Okay, so totally, di ba? That's the perfect match for the beer, di ba? Like,
Mani.
Sabi nga ni Michael V, Highland Legends. Ika nga.
Highland Legends, yeah.
Yung siesta, are we gonna open this now or what?
Sorry?
Yung siesta, are we gonna drink it now? Should we drink it now?
Yeah. I drank mine.
Is it advisable to drink this at...
Sorry, Marc. Gusto yung siesta ko.
Pwede ba naman yung gabi?
Yep, okay lang yan.
Sure. Bakit tayo makatulog?
Ay, konting coffee lang naman. But the
Konti lang.
experience is,
Pwede.
it's
Yeah, I'll open it.
there.
Okay, Mark, question.
Yep.
So kung may mga like people who's watching us here, 'di ba? San ba to available? So where can they buy your beers, 'di ba? For
Mark,
sure,
Uh,
'di ba?
yeah, where are they available and is itong cans mo ba na to, lahat to, ano, open top lid?
yep. Okay. The,
Drink and
our beers are available once we release it. We will announce it naman lagi. So people has just to message us for drinking beers. For buying beer, sorry. uh, and yep, we will also be doing canning na rin. Medyo mabigat din siya pagbote, if you will notice. Mahirap din
may
magbuhat ng
special
case
okay lang yung bottle.
ng bottle. But from time to time, we will bottle beers then for like
This one,
the one with Medianoche. Yep.
This one is, I really would prefer this on bottles because it's a special stout. Seasonal.
Special. For
So
special,
nice.
for special.
It's beautiful. Everything's nice. Can't wait to
Thank
try
you.
it. Actually, ko lang. Ayan na, malapit na.
Uh-huh.
Inuwi ko na, Mark.
Mark, meron may question sa iyo dito.
Sure. Okay.
There.
Oh,
Bro.
I know.
You know, bro.
Like,
Crazy thing daw you like to brew.
oh. That's a good question. You like to. So what's the most crazy thing you'd like to brew?
Or you'd like to brew or na-brew mo na? Maybe,
Ah,
baka meron ka na na-brew or ibubrew mo pa lang.
I would like to try. I know him, her. He's a good friend from Half Baked. Shout out to Christian. Hello. Yeah, that's a good quest. That's a good question. I would like to really try the one. If you've heard the one style that Brewdog and Source Bro brewed collab before this year, the world's strongest beer. It's an ice buck. So it's really a challenging beer style
Style, yeah.
because it involves a lot of freezing, harvesting, freezing, because alcohol doesn't freeze in the normal water temperature. So the more that you harvest, the more that the alcohol gets stronger. So it will be fun to
ABV,
try
no?
it here in the Philippines.
What's the
The ice
ABV of that crazy beer?
That crazy beer is around 57.7% ABV.
That's a whiskey. More than a
Yeah.
whiskey.
Parang hindi na
Yeah,
brew yan. Hard
That's-
scotch na yun.
Yeah, it's an ice buck. So for me, it will be challenging to brew here in the Philippines. So that's the most crazy thing that I could think about right now.
Yeah, it's because
That's
it's
a good
hard.
question, Christian.
Mahirap pag-freeze dito lang mga ganun, di ba?
Yep, I think
It's like,
I've seen.
the Canadian ice wine.
Yeah.
You know, they have to be frozen from the stem, then they harvest, and then they
I
mature
froze
that
it again.
Ferment.
fermenting.
It
And
will be
there,
challenging.
we're downing siesta, so we can go and move forward to medianoche.
Saka I noticed maganda yung yung styles ng mo, like this can. Hindi siya normal the way you open it, di ba?
Yep.
Usually sa can iba siya.
It's Charlie, para you can drink it while you're walking your dogs.
Oo nga no, hindi matatapon.
Yeah, it's the open lid can.
I think ang mahal niya, na? Mahal. I think mahal yung can na yan, right? Mark?
Almost the same lang naman ng the normal cans. Shout out to MGM for that. For bringing that style.
Saka maganda sa craft beer is you really get creative, di ba? Kayo mga brewers,
Yep.
di ba? May
Yes.
iba-ibang procedures and techniques, di ba? To make
Mm,
yours
yep. Correct.
unique, di ba?
Yeah, like I think you will notice that, but like each brewer or a brewer, not a brewery, a brewer has its own style of brewing, diba?
Mm.
Halimbawa, let's say like Amigos de la Playa, right? So this group of young boys are doing a lot of hazy IPA or the New England IPA. So sila, 'di ba? Alam mo kaagad nila like these sila yung pag gusto mo ng New England IPA, sila yung hahanapin mo na beer na nagbo-brew kasi alam mo na they will parang perfect it na perfect na nila yung style na yun, 'di ba? So kasi that's what they brewing every time, not like almost every time, 'di ba? So
Mm.
like si Tony naman, like you will see like ang dami niyang different, 'di ba? Parang hindi mo ang dami niyang variety. Magugulat ka na lang may lalabas na bago na unique to
Uh,
any
no,
other brewers in the Philippines, 'di ba?
Adventurous
So,
Brewer of the Year, of course.
Yeah.
He's
Good friend.
keyboard din
Good
eh. May
friend.
ADD siguro siya. I'm kidding, Tony. Ayan. Another question, follow-up from Miss Brooke Crum for Mark.
Okay. What beer style do you think would do well here that isn't readily available in the Philippines? Hmm.
Napatay tayo nito sa tanong.
Oh, yep. What beer style? I noticed. I noticed here in the Philippines, people really want flavorful beers, whether it's an IPA, pale ale, wheat beer, even wheat beer,
Mark,
even
sing it.
yep,
Napansin mo ba
yep,
that our Philippine, well, it's a generalization that Filipino palates tend to lean towards the sweeter side of things. Have you noticed that?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's one of the reasons that uh, we Banayad are exploring to a much more sweeter side of flavors and some spice in it because Filipinos are tended to uh, are tended to have sweet tooth. Uh, they want uh, sweet, flavorful. As you could notice din uh, in our desserts. So, what beer style? I think if the IPAs could uh, be more into a sweeter side, not to the bitter side, that could do well. Wheat beers, yep, it could do well as I observed them in most people are having Hogarden or
Lambic style siguro, parang lambic.
Yung whole garden rosé,
yep,
nilalanggam yun. Nilagay mo sa ano eh.
yeah, it's quite sweet.
Yeah.
Yep, more
It's
fruity style, yep,
brewed
that's
mellow.
good din naman. Oh yeah, there's many styles that I could think about, but it's more on related to the fruity and the sweeter palate of the Filipinos.
So,
I
what
think
beer
very
style would do well that isn't readily available? I think we have that available, no? Not readily, not every time, but
not readily.
particular style ang gusto mo. What do you think? What particular style that's not here? Maybe
German.
a German, a Bock, or a
Mock or brown ale.
well, brown ale. Kasi local brewers have done the brown ale in
Or
a lot of it, diba? Like June had that before in Capitolio. No?
Mm. Brown ale could be a good
ano, Mark, so Like yung price ng beer mo, like how much is it, like yung ranges mo between yung price mo? Is it different from different style or usually have like a fixed price?
For the
Anong
for the price point, we're also doing costing din naman for to para ma-create namin yung win-win situation for the consumer and for us din. So the price range, the cheapest are 150, and the most expensive that we release per bottle is the one that we will be having next is the Medianoche Spice Stout. It's around 250. But we
how much
are
is it? 250.
250. So we're always trying to be on that range lang muna, because we all know that Filipinos are not that uh, um, maluwag sa pera. And, even us, mag-iisip rin kami.
For beers.
Uh,
We have
Good.
another question from Gene. He's a regular guest. What about
Yep.
sour? Are sours popular already available in the Philippines? Yes, Gene, they are. We have a good amount of sours available in Manila.
Mhm.
I believe our guest has not yet released a sour.
Yep.
Do you have
Uh,
plans to release a sour, Mark?
as of the moment, we are not planning to release a sour. Uh, as, as of the moment, hindi na muna kami we're not planning to release a sour because we have a lot of things in the pipeline pa, like regular IPAs and some collabs with our partners then. So
Yeah,
hopefully
like
we'll do a sour on our favor naman.
and then yeah, talking about collab, 'di ba? I think recently you did a collab with Global Beer Exchange, right?
Yep.
'Di ba, Mark?
That's
Oh
one that
yeah. What are your beers available? And at this for this season, you have certain collabs with Global Beer Exchange. And what are they still available? And which
I
ones are
think.
they?
Yep. The ones that are available at Global Beer Exchange is the Leche Milk Stout. Uh, Shout out to Jim for uh,
Do you have
contacting us to do
do you
that.
have a can of that now? Show us.
No, it's available in Global Beer Exchange. I just contact them for availability.
Yeah.
The profile of that is a coffee milk stout, and the coffee was taken from Silang, Robusta Highland coffee.
It's a Highland coffee from Silang and
Yes,
brewed into a coffee milk stout.
yes.
I was gonna ask actually, since you're a very very big Stone influenced brewer, if it was gonna follow the same. It's one of my favorite, yung coffee milk stout ng Stone. Did you do
Yep.
any follow any? Tell us
Uh,
about that
for
in the manner or fashion of it.
nung binrew namin yung coffee milk stout, we really have no idea how to brew it properly, because uh, I think there's a different style and recipe in brewing stouts. So what um, we just brew it na lang, using our own experience in brewing stouts, and it came out well. But for me personally, it's not yet uh, it's not yet there. Just like the siesta. Kumbaga parang first version pa lang siya. So people could uh, abangan nung tao yung next release ng Leche, it will be the best version as siesta as is right now. So yun.
Okay.
So, we will keep on improving our brews and hopefully our production. Kaya yun. And more collabs din hopefully from Battle Shop and Global Beer Exchange.
All right, there you
Okay.
go. With that in mind, we have to go through the third beer. The pièce de résistance of the evening. It's called Medianoche. Mark, an introduction please, before we open it. Yep, down your mocha stouts. I mean your mocha IPAs. Yes, yes. We have to do this one. I'm very excited about this one, Mark. Let's do this. Another
You
stone.
actually
Oo, ano siya ha? Very special kasi meron siyang, what do you call this?
May wax.
Wow.
Gold pa yung wax
Yep.
niya.
Ano ba yun sa ibabaw niyan? Wax.
wax.
Diba?
Bottle seal.
Yeah.
Special talaga for Christmas season.
Yes.
Okay. So Mark, tell us kung ano tong medianoche na to.
Yep. Medianoche Spice Stout. That was the first beer that we launched in March 2019. Actually, to be honest, that was the second brew that Banayad has ever did. The first one, well, all learnings. Second one, the Spice Stout. And we are planning that to release nung Christmas of December of 2018. But it happens that nag-overshoot siya to March 2019. So, tama. Weird naman na sasabihin natin medianoche on March. So, yep. And we released the medianoche Spice Stout. And then, our inspiration with that,
Pwede naman ba sa ibang religion?
I don't know. Pero medianoche is midnight in Spanish. To be honest, midnight.
Yeah.
So it's a midnight stout.
I'm having medianoche. Let's do it.
Open it. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So
I've heard a lot of good things about medianoche, and I'm having it warm actually, Mark.
Yep.
It's not cold, it's warm.
I heard about those beers na you drink warm. Yung
quite warm, but not that
cold,
totally true.
Warm stouts are really not meant to be drunk really cold. There's an actual question or a suggestion here. Nitro beers, is nitrogen hard to come by out there, especially stouts? In my opinion, are better with nitro. I feel it more creamy. Gene, yes, we do have nitro here, and we have some brewers who did this already, but not a lot of it. Hopefully, they can explore this more after the lockdown or after the COVID situation. But Pedro Craft brew crafters have done this, as well as turning
wheels. First one.
Yes, there you go. So yes, you're right. It makes them creamy. It makes a different mouthfeel, no? Which is really enjoyable. So yes, we have this here, and we're happy that we do. Okay, so another question: do you add a coffee during the mash, during the boil, or after fermentation stage, Mr. Banayad?
For us, when we add coffee in our beers, we do it post fermentation. We add cold brew coffee after the fermentation of the second fermenter. Why? Because I've read in several blogs then that when you add coffee during the mash, it could extract acidity, and acidity contributes to some sour feeling and some other flavors then. So we add it post fermentation where everything has died down or nag-chill na lang yung mga yeast. So para more flavors on the coffee na may infuse dun sa beer. Okay. So we add it post fermentation and cold brew.
Okay, there you go. Thank you for your question, Dennis. I have a question for someone sent me someone sent me a question for our guest. Charlie, what's your favorite local craft beer so far? Since it's our breakout year.
All right. So, well, first of all, I'm gonna say that Banayad is craft brew is very, I'm impressed with your
The start,
recipes
no?
and stuff. Yeah.
Thank you.
But let's say go back from the start when I tried
Mm.
all the other local craft beers. One that really got my attention was Crazy Carabao. For some
Okay.
reason, their Pilsner was good. I was impressed by their Pilsner.
Pilsner by whom?
Crazy Carabao.
Crazy Carabao.
Crazy
Yeah,
Carabao.
yeah. But
There you go.
madami yung, I tried a lot of local craft beers. Na they're all good, and yun. Sa ngayon, yeah,
Okay.
I kind of got impressed by yung Pilsner nila. Siyempre, we've been drinking Pilsners for so long, di ba?
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Para gateway ba?
Parang
Gateway.
ganun. Parang just like,
Bridgeway to, ano?
di ba, usually, refreshing, ang beer, pag sinabi mong beer, fast, refreshing, crisp, di ba? So here comes this refreshing beer na ano din na pero craft beer. There's this fruity flavor involved, di ba? Parang ganun.
Okay.
Good.
Like, ako, Charlie, meron akong question sa'yo. How can you convince your viewer, diba? Like,
And followers.
people who follow your followers, diba? To start drinking craft beer, diba? Like, how
Oh,
you,
it's easy.
diba? Parang,
Uh,
it's still hard, diba? Like, for us, we've been doing this for so many years, diba? Parang, but the good thing is, once these people start drinking craft beer, yeah, guarantee they will not, parang, diba? Especially if they will not go back to what
yeah, yeah.
they're
Like
drinking, right?
what
So
happened to me. What
yeah. So
happened to me was
ikaw, like, so ano yung ano, how do you gonna convince them, 'di ba? Like,
well for me, how I convinced how I got hooked on it is I actually compare it to food. Laging sa food kasi di ba I said earlier about the flavor like this one. This is the ano 'di ba? This is the stout. So first I tasted siyang cookies, 'di ba? So it's like you tell them na you want
You can actually pair it with cookies.
oh, tsaka this actually tastes like cookies. So I can tell
Yeah,
them
yeah.
na sabi I know a lot of people na mahilig sa pastries. So actually I made my sister-in-law try craft beer for the first time the other day. She's really na sobrang na-impressed siya. She's like, ano to? Ibang klase to parang ganun. So, ganun. I
yeah,
compare it to you want just a beer or you want a beer with flavor. Not a beer that smells good. Alam mo yun? Kasi usually pag was ka commercial beer, it's all the same. Di ba? Yung
yeah,
flavor,
correct.
yung amoy. I mean, ang difference lang is yung lakas lang eh. Di ba? Sa craft beer, that's where the ano comes in. That's where the the aroma and flavor comes in. So I tell them. So I tell everybody I know who hasn't tried craft beer.
Okay. So yung sister-in-law mo na convert mo siya to drink craft beer.
Not entirely yet, pero she's getting there.
Okay.
Malapit na,
Okay. So
malapit.
so Gino, so this guy is the one that we need, 'di ba? Kailangan natin siya, 'di ba? Oh, imagine mo may na-convert. Malapit na ma-convert yung kanyang sister-in-law. So
If I tell her about this,
Right.
media net siya. If I tell her
Guarantee
about this, baka totally ma-convert na siya. Ito,
Mm.
mahilig sa business yun eh. She's a baker. She's bakes it. Chef.
Oh.
okay.
Make her
Specialty
try
in
it. Ano,
pastries.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna make her try
Para,
this one mismo.
patry mo, patry mo. We'll share.
Oo.
Padala ka pa ni Mark.
Yeah, I will buy. I'll tell her.
Take one for the craft beer team, Mark.
Sure.
Padala mo si Charlie.
Yeah, like I said, I was medyo I focusing on stouts lately. Parang medyo na I had some sort of interest in stouts. So this is one on my bucket list.
Charlie, to be honest, that's the tip of the iceberg. Ang daming local stouts this year that were released.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm. Even
Yeah.
I.
So don't,
So,
alam mo, don't,
cookies eh.
okay. So don't stop. Remember, don't stop with one beer, diba? Like, ito masarap, diba? Like, you have to try, diba? Like, this is the beauty of it, right? In
You have
in
to
in
try
in,
it.
in this industry, in this industry, in the craft beer industry, maybe tonight you like that beer. But when you try other beer, sasabihin mo, oy, ito yung beer ko. Actually, the beauty of it is, just open your mind to drink the beers that you want, diba? Like, okay, ito ang gagawin ko tonight, diba? I'm gonna drink IPA tonight, diba? Then tomorrow, I'm gonna drink pale ale, diba? Like, that's so much variety, diba? You don't stop. Now, diba? Ngayon, yung mga beer drinker, hindi na yan, they don't look for that brand, diba? Like, okay, kailangan namin ko San Miguel, diba? Or Tuna, or, diba? Now, it's not. The people who drink craft beer they based on style, diba? Kahit I'm gonna drink a session or pale ale or a session IPA or an IPA or a stout, diba? That's how the craft beer people drink it, diba? Hindi sila. So you can actually now tonight you can drink Banayad, then tomorrow you drink other beers from other brewery. I think this is the beauty of what craft beer offers to the consumers.
Grapevine carries two of the best, or three of the best local stouts released this year. One is from Half Baked Brewing, one is from Tony, Marc's and Tony, and one is from Amigos de la Playa. He carries all three. Try to get your hands in those stouts because they're really good. Really, really amazing.
Feeling ko stouts would be, if you want to introduce craft beer to the Filipinos, feeling ko stouts talaga siya. Kasi this is more on the pastry side, di ba?
Well, actually, I've some of the first time converts ng craft beers that I met, they really started with stout. They really started with stout. So it's easier to reel them in with a stout. I think for our
before yung Filipino,
I may be wrong. Yeah, tama, for Filipino taste.
Oo.
Yung pinaka pioneer niya yung kay Bulul.
Vanilla Bourbon.
Vanilla Bourbon Stout. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Dami na conversion. Kaya papatayuan natin si Ivan ng monumento. Beer monument.
Okay.
There you go. Anyway,
maybe a brew sessions soon with Ivan. No?
soon with Ivan. Yeah. Ivan,
Marc.
if you're watching, we love you.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep. Marc, okay, anything to like, to tell your followers and our viewers, diba? Ano yung last words mo? Kasi that we have another session after this, so
Yeah, okay.
busy day tonight or busy night.
Busy day. Yeah.
Busy ka dyan, yeah?
Busy session. So I'm reserving my stash din para mamaya. So yun,
Charlie, join us later.
Yep,
Sure,
of course. Well, just follow us, Banayad Craft Brew, in Instagram, Facebook, and hopefully to offer you more beers, more production next year, and more collabs. Hi. Collabs kayo sa amin. Okay lang. Yun. So, and shout out to my friends then, Gino and June, for having me here. Charlie, for gracing us your presence. And everyone. So, more Banayad drinking, more Cervezang Pinoy, and more chill out after the COVID. Siyempre.
Yeah.
Last question.
Get together.
Marc, I have a last question.
Yes.
For you, how do you consider, kasi tinanong ko din to kay who's this? Kay Tak. Ano yung Filipino beers for you? Like, ano yung, halimbawa, if I will ask you to, okay, come up with a Filipino beer, how can you make? Or ano yung, paano mo siya i-characterize or i-create yung recipe niya? As that represent Filipino beer.
That's a good and difficult question. But at the top of my head, ang good Filipino beers is to highlight great or good crafting skills nating mga Pinoy. It could represent, at the top of my head is a pastry stout that could highlight yung mga kakanin and desserts natin, like suman, bibingka infused. I don't know how. I think someone has done that before. Something like on the sweeter side of things, maybe a stout or a brown ale could be a good candidate for an all Filipino, not an all Filipino, but a more Filipino centric type of beer.
Okay.
Yun. That's my
Alright.
take on that.
Brown
Okay.
should represent brown blood. So,
Yes, kayumanggi.
dapat si June, may brown ale siya na. Naalala ko, gusto ko yun.
Soon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
Anyway.
we'd like to thank, before we end, we'd like to thank Charlie for joining us tonight.
And,
Thank you
Yeah.
Bro, join us later. We have another shindig to attend to and to go to. I believe June mentioned it already. And I'll see you guys later, okay? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Charlie, thank you. Thank you to pinagbigyan mo kami dito sa session na to. But okay, the only thing that let's just keep what you're doing, diba? Like really, we will support you, diba? Para kasi at the end of the day, you're you're helping the community, diba? You're like, diba? In like right now in a small way, but diba, we appreciate what you're doing, diba? And keep it up. All right. Okay. Gino, okay na
Yes.
tayo?
yes,
Mark,
sir.
thank you.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right. So our next session will be next year na. So
Next
most
year.
probably we're looking at like around siguro 19 of June. So pahinga kami ng 3 weeks and then we're gonna start
Sure.
again.
Drink again.
All right.
Happy holidays.
So all right.
for
Thank you. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Gino,
See
see you
you
in a while.
later.
All
See
right.
you in a- Bye.